Good day everyone, this is Mami Yang again, and Mami Yang or Nanay Yang Yang, and I'm here again to have a sit down video. Pasensya na last time, it was so long and nahirapan talaga akong mag-edit sa kanya. It was very long, but then I think it was important, so pasensya na. But anyway, I'm here again to talk about speech delay, not as an expert, but as a mom with a child who has speech delay. So it is based on our own experience and what are the things that we do. So again, this is a Q&A, so let's start. So my little girl is now 5 years old and she had a speech delay, and we went to a developmental pedia when she was 3 years old. It was actually late kasi medyo denial yung husband ko. That's why that's why when we saw a problem in our second child, hindi na nagpatumpit-tumpit pa. Pumunta talaga kami sa developmental pedia. So how did we find out? At 2, at 1, medyo konti lang talaga yung nasi-speak niya. And then at 2, dapat meron na siyang mga complete sentences, pero wala talaga. Parang talaga siyang Chinese. And at 3, pinapasok ko siya sa school para meron siyang play. And talaga, medyo may problema talaga sa speech niya. So, ayun, yun yung nangyari. Pumunta kami and we got a little bit of scolding. May scolding na nangyari because it was bad parenting on our part, and we accept it, and that's why we were able to correct it. Although, meron pa rin siyang problema. Pasensya na, merong ingay. Pasensya na, ito lang talaga yung room na pwede ako makapag-film na medyo may privacy kaunti. Okay, so what is speech delay? Speech delay is yung development ng language niya is may problema. So, supposedly, yung at 4 months, meron ng hoo ang baby, and then at mga 7 to 8 months, meron na talaga sa baba, papa, mama, ganun. And then at 1 year old, they can speak 1 or 2 languages, and they can speak 1 or 2 words na pwede siyang broken sentence, ganun. And dapat at 2, meron na siya mga 4 to 5 words in a sentence. So, ganun. So, in our case, our little girl, so, as I've said in my video before, may problema din ako sa pagbubunti sa kanya. But I think it's not connected, no? Because we exposed her early to screen time. Okay, screen time, dapat talaga 0 to 3 years old, wala talaga screen time. 1 year to something at some age, no, you just have 1 hour of screen time. Thinking, kasi mga millennial parents kami, and then yun yung nauuso. Yung sa pamangkin ko, yung Barney pa. But then, nagkagulog siya dun sa likod. And then, ngayon, yung gadgets talaga. We were thinking na exposing her to different nursery rhymes would actually give her more advantage. But then again, it was wrong because sinabi talaga ng developmental pedia, it's not about the gadgets or the things that you show. It's not even about the toys. It's your interaction with your child. Kung wala ka masyadong interaction, yung kung kami, medyo napa-cellphone din kami ng husband ko. Kung wala kayo masyadong interaction as a family, wala talagang mangyayari sa speech ng anak mo. So, kapag kinakausap mo, napapansin nyo yung mga bata na palaging lumalabas, magaling magsalita, it's because of the interaction. They learn through interaction. And aside from that, germaphobe, hindi naman ako talaga germaphobe, pero parang first child ko siya, premature, natatakot ako na expose siyang ganun. Baka may kiss, baka magkaubo, ganun. Well, actually, dapat part yun sa pagpapalaki ng anak natin, no? The exposure and all. Kailangan talaga nila ng exposure because they have to grow their immunity. Except ngayon na pandemic, hindi talaga sila pwedeng lumabas. And also, it helps them with the interaction with other children, especially if it's other children. So, I love you. Interaction with your other children, so it helps them talaga. So, doon kami nag-fail as parents. And then, what else? Ano pa bang question? What causes speech delay? Yun sa aming part, no? Aside from gadgets, if your child has developmental problem, it can cause speech delay. Neglect can also cause speech delay. Abuse can also cause speech delay, no? Aside from the organic causes and the developmental causes, no? So yun, sa aming part, it's because of neglect and gadgets. When should they start talking? Kids should actually start interacting at a very young age. So, di ba pag mga 2 to 3 months, nagkukuku na sila. Parang bird naman yung kausap ko. Pag kinakausap mo, gaganyan, tatango-tango din sila. So, yun. At a very young age, you should see an interaction between your child. If walang interaction, may problema yun. No? And then, you should also note, as I've said nga before in my other video, you should also note the eye contact. Kasi pag may eye contact, meaning may interaction talaga yung anak niyo sa inyo. So, who to go to again? You go to a developmental pediatrician. So, for her, we went to Dr. Jacqueline Espina in Chongla Hospital sa Cebu. And Doc Jacqueline told us about the problems with our parenting. Because that's what caused the speech delay. So, what to do or what are the things that she advised us or she scolded us about? Number one, gadgets off talaga. Gadgets off. It's really important to take them away from gadgets because tayo nga, nabubuhay naman tayo na walang gadgets. Bakit ngayon kailangan merong gadgets, diba? And aminado ako doon, medyo dependent rin ako sa gadget kasi millennial naman talaga ako, pero yung older millennial, yung ganun. Wala naman akong gadget kahit ganun, diba? And then, what else? Gadgets, interaction, yun dapat interaction. And dapat may disiplina ka talaga sa anak mo. Okay, I spoiled my child. She's my first child and yes, I did spoil her. So, wala akong experience about parenting and actually, I had this conviction. I want to give the best to my child. I want to give her everything that I did not experience, which is wrong. Wrong tayo dyan. Dapat kailangan disiplinahin natin ang mga anak. Of course, you can give them luxury. You can give them you can give them luxury, you can give them toys, but
brush your hair.
Thank you for brushing my hair, love. Ano naman yung sinasabi ko? You can give them luxury, you can give them toys, you can let them go to the places they wanted to go, but then again, it has to have its limit expected talaga yung dapat ibigay sa kanila, or you have to make them understand, or you have to make them work for it. Like, if she did good in the exam, you will give this and that. But ako, bumigay ako ng bumigay. And also, we live in my mother's house because my mother is alone. And yun, she was also spoiled by my by her grandmother, which is actually a bad thing, no? When and I told my mother, but ma, you have to be spanked. You're the ones who has to be spanked because doktora said ganito, ganyan. Tumawa lang siya. Naawa kasi daw siya sa akin. Hindi siya naawa sa akin. Anyway, yun. So, interaction, no screen time, and discipline. Yan yung sinabi niya sa amin. So, she observed us, and sabi niya talaga, especially sa part ko, you're giving in too much. So, I'm sorry naman. I'm sorry naman. I failed as a first-time parent. Okay, and what do you, is there therapy? Yes, there is speech therapy, no? You can opt for a speech therapy. But in our case, Doktora said, actually, we just lack the proper interaction and discipline. So, sabi ni Doktora, like, for example, if she wants something, like, if she points like that, she said na, bawal yun. You have to ask her, what do you want? Anong gusto mo? Do you want milk? Do you want your toys? Something like that. You have to you have to actually talk. You do the talking if she's not talking, until she imitates you. And also she said, you read loudly. And as much as possible, let them use the vernacular. And kami, malit na naman ako kasi, parang nafe-feeling social si auntie. Kaya yan, I let her speak English. And then, she can understand other children outside. Ngayon, nakakaintindi na siya ng Bisaya. Yung Tagalog naman yung problema namin. Kasi during lesson talaga, Nanay, stop! Kawawang-kawawa talaga. Pag napupunta sa Tagalog. Because, parang naman, magagalit talaga si Rizal sa akin. Kasi, ang bandut-bandut ko, hindi ko tinuruan ng Bisaya, hindi ko rin tinuruan ng Tagalog. So, yan. Magkakaproblema kami doon. So, and about speech therapy, you can actually inquire therapy centers with speech therapists because they will actually work on with your child. So, if it's a mild case, sometimes
Sorry.
it's okay. Sometimes the developmental pedia will tell you na there's no need, you just have to work, you just have to interact. And then if mild to severe, yun talaga kailangan, moderate to severe, kailangan talaga na intervention. You have to have speech therapy and work something at your home. Okay, next.
Are you saying that?
What?
Are you saying?
What?
I know you like it.
Yes, I like it. You talk properly again. And also, you encourage your child to talk properly. Like, she had actually a problem with her confidence, I let her go to school at 3 years old. 3 years old, she went to a play school, and then for 6 months, we really had a problem kasi nandun lang siya sa ilalim ng lamesa, and then after 30 minutes, saka pa siya lalabas. And then, mga 5 minutes before going out, saka pa siya nakipaglalaro, and it happened for 6 months. And then, but she had some independence. Ang problema lang talaga is ako. May problema talaga sa akin. So, I think I need therapy also. Yan. So, and then I enrolled her to a regular school. Okay naman, and I understand that she is not excelling talaga yung excelling properly, but she improved. And also, napansin ko na nag-improve yung speech niya. The problem is, I also enrolled her to a private school, and English sila lahat. So, medyo nag-nosebleed na ako. But now, she understands Bisaya, and yun lang, Tagalog talaga yung problema namin. So, what are your advices? Again, I have two kids with problems of delays. So, with the lessons that I have learned, which is I'm still learning from it. I'm still trying to do the things that I need to do. Is number one talaga, you yourself have to have discipline. You must discipline yourself to discipline your child. You love them, but you have to love not without limits. No, babe. No. You have to have limits. Like, for example, you love them not as so much na to the point na you spoil them. You have to love them, but you have to discipline them, and then also you have to and then ang gadgets talaga is very bad for them. You have to read more and more books, you have to be interactive with them, and yun, you have to let them play. You have to be very vigilant if there are things that you see na medyo may problema. And now with the pandemic, so you get to have more time with them. Like, you can do cooking. Hey, wait lang, pasensya na, lumabas ka na kasi lumabas si baby boy. And then so ano na ba yung sinabi ko with regards to the pandemic? So sa pandemic, this is the time that you can do the things that you need to do with your children, like cooking, gawa kayo ng swimming pool. Kung walang swimming pool, sa batya, diba? Yung mga ganun, gardening, kahit anong pwedeng activities na pwede nyong gawin together. And let them do it on their own. Let them have their discoveries. Yun yung nalaman ko, And you have to understand that they will be naughty because they are children and they want to discover. So you talk to them, huwag mo silang pagalitan ng sobra. Just talk to them. Just tell them na this is a bad thing to do, this is not a good thing to do, So spend most of your time together, since it is the pandemic and we are not sure of what's going to happen in the future. So this is our personal experience about speech delay. Sana may nakuha kayo dito, and I shorten it as much as I can. Thank you very much, and God bless everyone. My prayers are with you for those parents who are experiencing the same things that we experience. Just be strong and trust God. Thank you. God bless.